Welcome to the After Spin. Opinions from thought leaders in our state. Chris Fitzsimon, last year the legislature passed a bill that would hold our presidential primary in February in order to be a player in the selection of presidential nominees. Well, the National Republican Party threatened to cut the size of North Carolina's delegation if we didn't change the date. There was consideration to move it to March 8th. Now we're told it's going to be March 15th. Why the change, and will that reduce our role in selecting a nominee for the two parties?
Well, the change is to make sure that we still have delegates to the National Republican Convention. I think this was a compromise that was worked out. I think it'll still be relevant. I think there are times, and we've seen it in our history, when the May primary was relevant. The one issue is if we are strapped for money, we're doing a little better, obviously, with our revenue, but it is expensive to have a primary in March and have a primary in May. I'm not a big fan of this, but if we want to be a player in the national scene, I guess it's not that big a deal. The question, of course, is what happens if states keep moving it back. But I have a feeling that the presidential, especially in the Republican side, the candidate may not be decided until May.
Well, my understanding is this is going to cost about $5 million.
That's right. So we can be
and
a
the counties
player.
are going to have to be responsible for paying.
Well, that's the other part of it. If we're going to do it, I think we ought to give the local boards of elections the money to compensate them.
Interesting. So thank you for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.